Jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss.
I got to get straight down to it. You know what I'm saying? This is not going to be a long live, but shout out to the supporters as always. Big salute to everyone in the building this Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? I just want to touch bases on two things, right? Okay. You know, it's obvious that this has been headlines for quite some time. But Andrew Wiggins and his wife, or what have you, is going through a whirlwind of turbulence when it comes to matrimony. The matrimony that took vows for, right? So unfortunately, for one half, it is speculated, allegedly, that she may have bared kids from the best friend, Andrew Wiggins' best friend. Some of the kids may be his. Allegedly. That's what I'm hearing, allegedly. Now, yeah, his spouse has been online saying that the internet is awful and all that. Hey, it's beneficial when you're making money off of it, right? When everything is good. Hold on for a second. When everything is good, you know, you're benefiting, making money off of it. Everything is good. But at the end of the day, man, this is a bad look for anybody. Regardless of Andrew Wiggins, it's a bad look, man. This is something that is going to be with you for the rest of your life because it pertains to human beings. It pertains to human beings that didn't even choose to be here. It pertains to the human beings that didn't ask to be here. They didn't ask to be in such a fucked up situation. They didn't ask for a trifling ass female, if she did in fact sleep with his best friend, to get pregnant. Those kids didn't ask for that. But I can guarantee you, when they get of age, being that internet will still be in existence, somehow, some way, they will be informed of this scandal. I can guarantee you, they will be informed of the scandal. I mean, it's something that will never absolve. And unfortunately for these kids, man, it happens in the NBA more times than not. They tell you when you coming up from high school, college, or whatever, hey, the groupies are already formed in ranks, y'all. Them groupies are formed in ranks. I'm not saying Andrew Wiggins' wife is a groupie. I'm saying if this is indeed true, she did groupie type shit. Not only that, groupies usually come and go. They're always in rotation. But when you pop a kid out, that means it's entrapment. That means, well, you already locked in for whatever you choose, or whatever you comfortable with, as far as, you know, cohabitating with this dude, or, you know, just trying to build up the stack your bread until you're able to move out. You know what I'm saying? Chase Money first in the building, man. What's good? Salute to you, brother. Big blunts and boxing on deck. The GOAT has arrived. Salute to you. Mr. Pass on deck. This is not going to be a long live, man. I had to get on here and talk about some actual reality. You know what I'm saying? This is dirty, messy. Unfortunately for a guy who I believe was one of the good guys of the NBA, right? Andrew Wiggins. They always say the good guys come in last, bro. They say the good guys come in last, man. And this right here is a perfect example. This man sitting out here was able to get to the professional league, compete on the highest level, but yet within that transition, there's always carry-on luggage. Real talk. It can be carry-on luggage that you don't even know you have yet. But when you're going into these professional sports sometime, there's carry-on luggage that you don't even know. There's checked baggage that you don't even know. You don't find out until you touch down and you're starting to get acclimated in your new residence and everything. Then people start to, reach out to you. You know what I'm saying? Or when your plane touchdown, you got them right there in the pier. Hey, how you doing? It's glad that you was able to finally arrive. We've been waiting on you. We heard so many good things about you. We just want to Make sure you're well taken care of, okay? Anything you need, just let us know. That's called groupie concierge right there. First, they start off like they really want to help you out. And then all along, the agenda is there. The ulterior motives are in action. They execute. Sometimes these players get wrapped up, sometimes they don't. But in this case right here, man, it's beyond belief, man. It's beyond belief what this man will be going through. I know for myself, if I was in his position and I found out my best friend, my, my my best friend now, been dicking, been dicking, been dicking, been stroking, been stroking, been poking, been poking, been stroking my girl down. No contraceptive. Got her pregnant. See, this is where people lose it all, man. I'm being honest, man. All jokes aside, this is where motherfuckers lose it all right here. If it is indeed true that this female had kids with his best friend, and people are complaining or wondering why he's out the sport, it's shit like this that will force somebody never to come back to the sport again. Not because they don't want to play, but when it comes to your family and your kids and someone who you thought loved you just like you loved them. Personal shit, man. Heartache is the worst. Heartache is the worst, bro. And you know, even if Andrew comes back to the league, it's going to take a while. You know, the shit like this is almost like a death in the family. Because it's a lot of people that got killed. I mean, it's a lot of people that's been killed in a different way than just a life being taken. Their spirit's been killed. Their confidence been killed. And their overall joy has been killed. Any type of spirit that they used to have when it came to their family, that shit is dead. That shit is dead, y'all. Not only is it dead, this is one of those deaths that's going to be lingering around for a long time. This is one of those deaths that you're going to see grow up, and hopefully it don't affect your your kids. This is the type of death that's going to be an omnipresence. Real talk. This isn't going anywhere. His wife probably killed his spirit, killed his heart, killed that man's confidence, man. To know that if there was a freaking affair going on with his best friend and he was seeing his best friend was coming over to visit, or whatever the timeline is, whatever the motherfucking timeline is in this shit, it is fucked up. This nightmare will never be erased from Andrew Wiggins' mind if it's the way it said is. If she did indeed have babies by his best friend, that's just totally dark. That's dark, man. That's dark as shit right there. It's no other way to put it. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, the power that they have with that one little gem to be able to create, to reproduce. Women has one of the most powerful jewels that will continue, y'all, to increase in value depending on who they with. It will continue to increase in value because the scandal always leads that back to that gem right there, that vagina gem. That vajayjay is the most powerful jewel in the world. Period. That jewel can, that jewel can freaking hit the lowest of the low in life. And all it takes is one come up for them to get back, and that shit goes right back inside the case on display. It can make money. It can make lives and it can take lives. Real talk. Lethal. That jewel right there, that vagina, that shit is lethal. Especially when you connect it to somebody that's in some type of equation. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to love, relationships, and everything. When they're in some type of connection. When they have familiarity and they know one another. That's when it becomes bad, because your mind connected to your heart. But for women, it's the mind, heart, and the vagina. And the breast. And everything else that goes along with it. But that vajayjay is there with the capabilities of reproducing, not just a type 1 of an individual you with, but anyone else that they allow to infiltrate that can reproduce their kid too. And I'm just saying, reading this shit, man, it is messed up. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, women, man, it'd be good if that JJ can get a notary stamp on it when you with a certain person and you stamp right there next to their thigh, and it can only come off. But niggas ain't gonna freaking mind about no notary stamp. Shit. You need to get that shit notarized before you get into it. Something. That's hella shifty right here. This shit right here is hella shifty, bro. For real. It's hella shifty. It's hella shifty. The nutty shit that some of these females do, man, knowing damn well they can reproduce. They can talk shit about men all day long. We ain't shit. We don't do this. We don't do that. But when it comes down to you, you have one of the most powerful gems in the case. And you choose to give it to a motherfucker that really can't do shit for you half of the time. But depending on who you are, women are very, very intelligent. This is not all women that I'm talking about, but women are very intelligent. So for whatever this dude did, to be able to befriend her, gain her trust, knowing that he was her husband's best friend, and for her to lay down with this nigga, for her to lay down with this dude, just like Laura Pittman is out here talking about she used to have sex 3 to 4 times a day, and she was with him for 23 years. Listen, man, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Nobody's trying to hear that. Because regardless you had sex 3 to 4 times with that nigga, you still are not with him as we speak. That's a perfect example on how the appraising value of the VJJ can depreciate over time. You know what I'm saying? And now look at it. She's over here dating the op. She's dating the op. But Andrew Wiggins, allegedly his wife, allowed the op to come into her personal space, her domicile, where she's supposed to be protecting her family, where she's supposed to make sure that no one come in there and disrupt what they have built. Nope, she didn't think that. She might not have grew up with no morals and principles, because, goddamn it, this day and time, this generation is different. So she might not thought about that shit. And she really didn't care, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's powerful. Outlaw Pugils, what's good? If I had these guys, dollars, I have a harem, fuck being with one broad, and have my feelings all wrapped up into one. Hope the brother pick himself up. Yes, sir. Look. I kind of agree with Slim. You know, it's just growing up, right? Over in America, they don't really um you don't really see a lot of open polygamy. It's not really open like that. But I would say, some that you do, most of them individuals that's down with polygamy, they have a pretty good system going on where them women are working and they making pretty good money. Because you have to have a understanding, you gotta have something. And it ain't just, the brothers laying down the pipe. It has to be something for these women to all link up and want to be a part of the same man. But I think that's very, very good. Like just two. You know what I'm saying? Two that agrees on a polyamorous, great. But for a dude, you better be on your shit. You better be able to satisfy both of them. Because one can plot on your ass and have it your demise, plot on your demise. Two will have you dressed in a suit, arms crossed, and we are gathered here to play our respect. Yeah, that one. So I agree with you saying, Slim. Real talk. I agree wholeheartedly with what you saying. Polygamy and all this other shit that certain people come public with, it's not for everybody. Everybody can't hold down a household with two women that agreed to be with one man. And I think it should be something that's more handled more often in the U.S. for real. You go to the other countries, they have like 6 or 7 wives. Shit. God damn, dog. I mean, I wish, hey, I wish I could have learned the system. Damn. 6 or 7? Jamal Neasy on deck. Salute to you in the building, man, with the $2 super chat. I appreciate you there, Jamal Neasy, for your continued support. He said, women pay a higher price with sex. We're not equal. We're not equal. We'll never be equal. I agree. Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more. The OG on deck. WCS Scotty, good morning. Good morning to you, Bruce. But, I believe in, you got to have some type of class and dignity, morals, principles, something. You know what I'm saying? Something, man. Women, unfortunately for us as men, man, it's a lot of shit about women we don't learn about until we've been through so many experiences that was fucked up. And by the time we are learning about the shit, we're much older because we mature a little bit, much later than women. Women come into the frame in their 20s and they want to know what the future is. See, a man want to know, we want to know what you got going on right now. What you got going on right now? What's your situation right now? What's your situation right now? Cause baby, you find what you got going on right now. But for a woman, you could be in a relationship for a cool 12. You know what I'm saying? For a cool 12. I'm talking about 12 hours, goddammit. You can be in a relationship for a cool 12 hours and y'all clicking and everything. She'll ask you, so, what you got planned? Like future. What do you see in your future? What do you want? What you want in life? I see you got this going on right now, but what do you want in life? I mean, we only been together 12 hours. But I just want to know what you got planned. Like, how young do you want to start a family? How this? How that? What type of goals do you have? I'm just being honest. I just want to know what type of goals you have. What type of salary are you looking to have when you're about 30, 35? What is some of the goals? I mean, that's women. They want to know what way out. A man want to know what we have right here, right now. What do you have going on right now? Period. And for this situation with Wiggins, man, I wish the brother remembered prayer, man, because it's tough, bro. Them kids are innocent. The fucked up thing about being in a relationship for a while for some people or marriage is that let's just say, for instance, you have a kid that you was expecting. You know what I'm saying? You have to deal with that. You have kids that 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 y'all planned and everything, but the marriage don't work out, right? Those kids, relationship, marriage don't work out. Those are kids you was expecting, you was planning. Then you take a situation like this where you have kids that's unplanned. Not only that, it's attached to a scandal that's pretty much all over and will be out there forever and a day for social media for your kids once they get of age to research, right? So therefore, I'm almost certain sometime in the future, Andrew Wiggins and this chick is going to be split. So what I'm trying to tell y'all, it can be the ideal situation or it can be quite the opposite. Both of them can end up the same way. Real talk. You can have planned kids or you can have kids that was unplanned. Both of them can end up the same way. And it can be just as nasty. Now, I'm not gonna sit up here and be the Grinch. I'm saying, some marriages for some people work for real. Because they're able to understand what sacrifice is. They understand what needs to be done. And they can just stay around each other. You know what I'm saying? Once you get into your 40s, you ain't gonna be pumping and thumping like you did when you was younger. Especially if y'all met when you were in your late 20s or whatever. Like everybody I know that was high school or college sweethearts that I know, I'm not speaking for the overall, they ain't together. I don't know what happened, but they ain't together. Now, it's some in certain towns, they'll tell you, we known each other since goddamn grade school. Okay. Well, shit. I don't even know if I could have maintained the chick. All the ones I knew back at grade school, shit, they started by the time I only had, what, 3 years in the Corps. I went in there at 17, 3 years in that motherfucker. They talking about, well, if you're going overseas, I would definitely like to, continue to be in a relationship with you and everything. And I can't go overseas unless we marry. What? Well, yeah. Next topic. But more power to Andrew Wiggins. Shout out to Jamal Neezy for the $2 super chat. I got one more that I'm going to talk about, right? One more that I want to talk about, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit more later. Spence sent out. He tweeted. Okay, he didn't send out. He tweeted. I don't apologize for the inactivity. Hopefully, it'll make sense in a few weeks. So once again, this dude right here is putting out a tweet on only a kindergarten love, because a kindergarten will look at this at this point in time in this generation, and they'll say, let me see. They'll actually try to troubleshoot this bullshit. We're adults, man. What is up with this shit with boxing? We're freaking adults. What is up with this? I don't apologize for inactivity. Hopefully it makes sense in a few weeks. Who and what, bro? You can't give us a clear, concise motherfucking expression to your tweet? You can't tell us what you mean? What the fuck is up with these boxers tweeting out cryptic messages? They think the shit is cool. But don't nobody have time for cryptic fucking messages, man. Somebody need to get with this dude. Where's his team at? Get with this dude and say, hey, that shit was stupid. Real talk. I don't know what's going on with Spence and his tweets, but I hope something makes real good sense coming up. I hope they come up with some good news. I hope it's an announcement or whatever. Because this shit don't make no sense, man. You just put out a tweet and say, I don't apologize for the inactivity. Don't apologize, though. You just outside the back door of a year. April 16th is when you stepped in the ring with freaking Udinese Ugas in 2022, right? So it ain't that big of a difference. Like, y'all fighting once or twice a year. But the announcement part of it, this shit better be something. This announcement supposedly is going to happen in the next couple of weeks. I hope it's something that's worthwhile. Real talk. But I will talk about this a little bit later, y'all. I got to bounce. I got to handle some business. Y'all turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports. Hit the like button on your way out. I appreciate you. I'm out.